All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. I got to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure exactly what happened. The broadcast went out earlier, and we actually got back on to continue the broadcast, and it was on, I'm assuming, YouTube's part because nothing happened on our end. But we're not quite sure what happened. I'll be truthfully honest with you. I have no idea. But now 10-3 here in set number 2. But again, said we was live. We were continuing on just like normal. But yeah, for whatever reason, YouTube had ended our live broadcast somehow. At least that's my assumption. I don't really know exactly what happened, but at least on our end, everything was just fine. So I apologize there to anybody for any inconvenience. That definitely was not intended, obviously, at least on our part, to keep you guys from watching the game. But again, quite the start here for your Raiders here in set number 2. Now a 12-3 lead. And hopefully we won't have any more interruptions. You guys can all just sit back and enjoy the rest of the way here. But a 13-3 now, as was number 5, Doherty, hit that one out of bounds. So service there now makes a 13-4 as we'll have number 2, Macy Shin, back to serve. Handled by Zick Grant. Bowden there to Brewer and didn't quite get it up and over the net there. So again, the Raiders started out 9-1 lead. Kind of traded punches really since then. Here's a left-hander, Felton, a diagonal shot right there. Gets that one to fall in. Again, great court vision. Looking over the landscape right there and finding a wide open piece of floor. Get the Raiders on the board again. So Emily Stewart now in the ball game, as well as Anna Buck. Emily will now be back to serve. Set on the Buck. Mishandled right there by Haney. And that kind of spelled the demise there for the for the Bears that time around. As number 10, Brianna Case will now come into the ball game for Monroe Central. Stewart still back there to serve, handled by Osborne. Can answer, will set it on. Right there, I believe that was Doherty, or McGrath, excuse me. Bowden there, Baker sets it on to Felton. One more time, this time hits it too far and lands out of bounds. As Leah Osborne will now be back to serve. Baker, Bowden, Buck. The Killer Bees strike again. 16-6. So Wise returns to the floor for Brewer. Baker back to serve. And Baker coming into the night, 19 aces. That is third on the team. So you can make that 20 now. As Wapahani continues to deal them out left and right here throughout the evening. Another nice serve received there by Osborne. Farmer just gets it across. There's Baker. Bowden. Here's to Wise. Dug by Osborne. Set on up here to Doherty. Stewart. Bowden now to Buck. That time it will land home. And Wapahani will take a 12-point lead. Nice looking serve there from Reese. Stewart's there. Bowden sets it. and Felton will put it down, but it's out of bounds. And so we'll have another substitution. Haney back in here. Also Macy Shin, along with Osborne, Doherty, and Farmer. And the answer was back there to serve momentarily. Not quite sure what happened there. I don't know if the Raiders initially, they thought they heard a whistle or what there. Baker to Bowden. To Felton. Yes. Felton kills it and makes it a 19-8 lead. And there's another ace. This time for Briley Felton as she continues to run up that total of serving aces. And follows that up with an error that time. So Osborne back in here, Doherty back to serve. 20-9, Wapahani set number 2 here of the evening. Stewart there to receive it. Bowden sets it up there to Buck. Can answer there to dig it out. Set here to Haney as she will miss hit that one straight into the net. And here comes Chloe Cook and Ashton Zitgraff there for Stewart and Buck. So Zitgraff will be back to serve with the Raiders' magic number of 4 points away from taking set number 2. So Farmer just lofts it over there. Bowden sets it to Wise. Again, coming into the night, Wise leading the team with 189 kills. Right behind her, Chloe Cook, obviously. 151 of them. Getting close to having 3 on this team with 100 kills or more. Buck, again, is not too far behind. Got just a little over 70. You've got Brewer with over 60. Felton right there over, right around 45, 46. Just have so many different avenues you can go to here. There's another right there, Chloe Cook. Putting the stamp of approval on point number 24. And so Zitgraff here to close it out here for set number 2, 24-9. Osborne receives it on over there to Shin. Zitgraff digs it out. Bowden will set it up to Felton. And she will hit that one into the net. And so we'll see number, we'll wait. See who's going to come in here. So it's going to be number 14. That is Sydney Patterson. Now back to serve here for the Golden Bears. And that's going to sail out of bounds. Good job there by Zitgraff keeping the hands down. And that's going to end set number 2, 25-10. The Raiders take it as they now take a 2-0 lead over the Golden Bears. So, folks, again, thanks for being patient with us. Again, we do apologize for the inconvenience. Again, we were not necessarily aware that our broadcast went out. It was still going on our end. Again, I'm assuming that it was on YouTube's part right there, but I do apologize. Don't want you guys thinking that we're trying to skip out on you or leave you guys hanging. So, but as soon as I was kind of notified of it, then I got back on here and tried to figure some things out. Luckily, we was able to do that. So, again, Wapahani here, 2-0 lead. We'll be back here with set number 3 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, again, welcome back here. Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership game break. 25-10 in second set victory here for Wapahani as they now own a 2-0 lead. Again, thank you all for tuning in here for tonight's ball game. Brandon Morvillius right here with you alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. So again, it's going to be Wapahani back to open up set number 3 to serve. It's going to be Reese Baker again, the Raiders. And Golden Bears, kind of tried a little bit of punches there in the first set for a little while. And then just about midway through, Wapahani on a nice little lengthy run. And obviously put some distance between them and the Golden Bears and then put them away. Then second set, no, that was just all Wapahani. Baker, Bowden, Wise just in front of Shin. So Wise continues to add to the kill total. I'd say here by the end of the night, she'll be over 200 or thereabouts. She got 189 coming into the game. Bowden out to the left-hander, Briley Felton. Does she sneak it inbound? She sure does. 2-0 Wapahani. Chanked off there to the left side by Doherty. There's an ace for Baker. And this is the second game of the week here for Wapahani. Game number 3 will be tomorrow night, back on the road again. I'm not going to sing that for you guys, by the way, but the Raiders will be on the road at Alexandria tomorrow night, taking on the Tigers. JV start 6 o'clock, varsity game to follow. We hope you all tune in for that one. Farmer gets it up into the air. Haney tips it across. Here comes Bowden setting on the Buck, and it's in there. And a Buck with the kill. And another fine start here from Wapahani. A 4-0 lead. Again in the second set, the Raiders started off with a 9-1 lead. Farmer on the attack. That's going to be hit well out of bounds. And so the woes starting to really mount here for the Golden Bears. They can't seem to get a whole lot of momentum on their side. Little floater serve there from Baker. Set here to Doherty. That's going to be deflected by Buck. Osborne gets it across. Baker, Bowden, Wise, yes! And that was right there in between Doherty and Osborne. Doherty thought Osborne was going to take it. And, the miscommunication cost him. 7-0. Another ace for Baker as the Raiders keep dealing them tonight. Good answer, tips it over. There was Bowden. Buck set that up for Wise. So how about that? An assist for Anna Buck right there. That is, I believe, her first on the season, and it is. So nicely done. As Wise continues to add to the total. Bowden will get there. Stanley sets it up on a silver platter there for Felton. But unfortunately, hit that one just a little too far. Didn't quite get the old snap of the wrist. But what a start here for Wapahani. An 8-0 start here for your Raiders to begin set number 3. It will be number 12. Lexi can answer back to serve. And Baker, not quite sure that she wanted to take that one. More than likely, shouldn't have probably, I don't know. That was close. It's always easy to speculate. Buck again. Anna having quite the impact. That's what I'm saying, folks. This team has so many different options. The depth is unreal, and it's nice to have. You can just go right on down the list. That don't make a difference. Anybody can take over any game. And just when given that opportunity. Oh, look at Wise unloading on one. 10-2 Wapahani. Not much you can do about that one. Of course, other than get someone up on the net and try to block it. Try to slow it down a little bit. Buck there to dig it out. Bowden back to Wise once more. They just have no answer for the offensive prowess here from Wapahani. And again, no disrespect towards the Bears whatsoever. Just calling the game as I see it. The answer tips it over. Felton there to dig it out. Bowden sets it back to Wise again. Dug out. I believe that was Shin that dug that one out. Baker back to Buck. Oh, heck yes. And that will force Monroe Central to take a timeout. 12-2 Wapahani here in set number 3. We'll step aside and we'll be back with more following this timeout. Alrighty, folks, had to cut that commercial break a little quick because they got out of the timeout, out of the huddle quickly there and back out onto the floor for us to play. So we'll try to show that commercial again later. But again, Wapahani continuing on here. Felton again back here to serve. 13-2 Wapahani. It's been quite the last set and a half here for your Raiders. And even in the first set, right there, again, maybe a full 2 sets. We've played really, really solid here. Oh, my goodness. Cameron Wise. She's going to end up injuring someone out here. And Felton into the net right there. Now 14-3 will have Osborne back out onto the floor and Riley Doherty back to serve. Baker receives it. Bowden sets it up. Buck and just gets fingertips on it there. Farmer has Felton able to dig that one out. Can answer back to Shin here on the left side. Baker with the dig. Bowden over to Buck. Oh, and Anna mistimed it. Not a bad idea. Again, just a little off on the timing that time. So back to a 10-point lead. Baker, Bowden, Wise will punch over. Set on to Wise one more time, and No touch right there from Monroe Central. Out of bounds. The Bears trying to scoop their way out of a mighty hole that they've put themselves into here in set number 3. But Wise having other ideas here. We'll have Chloe Cook and Ashton Zitgraff back out onto the floor. Ashton will now be back to serve. And this 10-point lead for the Raiders. Set on the Farmer right side, deflected up in the air. Bowden gets there. Bowden there to Baker as Cook was on the attack. And look at Cameron Wise again. She has put on quite the display here this evening. Not only her, I mean this whole entire team. But, I mean, goodness, when you get a ball hit that hard straight down like that, that's just absolutely amazing. Going to answer here with a set up to Shin. Free ball action here. Set over to Cook. Tell you what, she can drop some hammers left and right as well. Seen 151 of them coming into the night. Felton, Bowden, Cook. Right up there on the net, gets the job done. Chloe Cook with the kill. Cook there, Bowden sets it right back to her. Nice dig there from Shin. Baker gets to it. Bowden sets it up, back to Wise. Dug by Osborne that time. Zitgraff, Bowden, this time to Cook once more, but that'll be blocked by Farmer. So Sammy Farmer will get the 6 point here in set 3 for Monroe Central. And now she'll be back to serve. Zitgraff there to Bowden. Cook gets it across there. Miss while the hit, though. Nothing easy, that's for sure. Bowden right back here to Wise. Farmer digs it. Set up here to Cook one more time. And again, a cross-court attack right there. Finds a wide open piece of floor. And Cook able to take advantage. 18-6. Brewer back into the game. Wise back to serve. Handled there by Doherty. Shin on the attack. Cook digs it out. Set here. Brewer gets it over. Nearly a miscommunication there by the Raiders. And I'm not quite sure what happened there. Just a very soft pass there by Canancer, unfortunately. McGrath will get it across here. Zitgraff, Bowden to Cook. Yes. Heck yes. 20-6 Wapahani. And now subbing in will be number 1, Lauren Rich. Again, she's just another one. She gets in there. She can battle with the best of them. Really the big-time contributor there of her own. Line just keeps on moving here. We'll see Emily Stewart now sub in here for Ashton Zitgraff. So we've still got Wise back here to serve. Canancer's going to get to it here. Now Osborne, here's Rich. Bowden, Brewer, dug by Canancer again. Osborne sets it to Shin now. As Felton will get to it. About the only try that Bowden had there on that one. Here comes Rich. Connects on it, but it lands out of bounds. So Doherty back to serve. 21-7, Wapahani set number 3. And your Raiders just 4 points away from getting the brooms out and sweeping the Golden Bears tonight. Nice hustle by Osborne, but unable to come away with anything right there. So Macy Bowden back to serve. Handled there by Shin. Sent deep right there. Good job there by Stewart just getting a hand on it. And Rich unable to get that one over. Oh, look at Cadence Brewer. May we have another. She's had a really nice game here for herself. Anna Buck and Gracie Stanley back in here. We'll have Gracie now back to serve. Set to McGrath. Where did that come from? Big time hit right there from Alexandra. So Osborne now back to serve. A 23-9 game. Baker gets there to it. Bowden back to Brewer. That lands out of bounds. Short serve right there. Set on to Felton. And that one will land out of bounds. So Monroe Central sticking around. Obviously here, if you're Wapahani, you want to get this game over with sooner rather than later. Stanley, Bowden, Brewer. Somehow Doherty was able to get that one dug out. Stanley, now Bowden tosses it on over there to Buck. Dug out by Shin. Baker, Bowden, Brewer, yes! Another part of the Killer Bees. So here we are, match point, 24-11. Reese Baker back to serve. Bad pass there. Wise makes them pay, and that will end it here tonight in straight set fashion. Get the brooms out, folks. That's a sweep here for Wapahani over Monroe Central, 25-15, 25-10, 25-11. Your Raiders now improved to 15-1 on the season, also 7-0. Perfect MEC conference record so far. And again, they'll be back out tomorrow night at Alexandria. Stay right here with us, though. Again, here on the other side of the break, we'll have our Raiders Live post-game show coming up. Again, recapping this one here tonight. Again, talk a little bit about tomorrow night's game at Alexandria and the rest of the week here on the WHS Network. So, again, stay right here with us. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
You know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
You're greatly appreciated. Baker here for 3, knocks out pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball, center field. That's going to get Hillman with a double and scored. And that's a deep fly ball left field, and it's going to be gone! Hi, folks. Welcome back here to our Raiders Live postgame show. Again, presented by Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC Dealership, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Again, your Raiders here on the smiling side of the scoreboard again for a 9th consecutive time, as they're now 15-1, perfect 7-0 in the MEC Conference. With this victory here tonight over Monroe Central, again 25-15, 25-10. 25-11. So again, we did want to again reiterate. I know I've said this a time or two already before, but again, we do apologize for that earlier with our broadcast going down. Again, we didn't necessarily know it until after it kind of happened. We tried to get that fixed as quickly as possible and try to get back on the air, and so. Again, apologize there for any inconvenience. We're not sure what happened there, but nonetheless, still got a good amount of the game in there, about nearly close to half, or maybe a little bit less than half of the second set, and the entire third set there. But just such a good win here tonight. I think after a little, some brief little hiccups there, to start off the first set, kind of took our eyes off of things a little bit, kind of regrouped, got back after it, and stood on the gas more or less. Once we was up, we stayed up, and we got the job done, and played exactly how we should play and how we're capable of playing every time out. So just a great win here tonight. You move on to tomorrow night's game, folks. Another big one, again, on the road at Alexandria. A JV start time, 6 o'clock varsity game to follow. Again, really haven't taken a good look at them here yet. But, I know from years past, they've always been such a good program over there at Alexandria. I wouldn't really expect anything less than that tomorrow night, and you can never overlook your opponent anyway. But coming in there tomorrow night, big road game, got to take care of business again. perform every facet of the game correctly and go out there and take it to the Tigers. They pretty much know that they're going to be ready, especially playing on their home floor. They want to come out and put on a good showing and get a W over a ranked opponent in Class 3A, such as your Wapahani Raiders. So we'll have that one for you right here on the WHS network, at least assuming, the internet and everything will work out all right, which, we're anticipating that, we'd be good over there at Alexandria. We usually are anyway. But again, we hope you all tune in there for that one. Again, JV start 6 o'clock, varsity game to follow. Again, thank you all for tuning in here throughout the evening as, again, Wapahani with a sweep of Monroe Central to now improve to 15-1, 7-0 in the MEC Conference. So until tomorrow night, folks, I'm Brandon Morvillius, alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.